Okay, so we just finished the board breaking seminar. You can see it's quite big. I actually was a little bit afraid of doing it with my head, but as you can see in the end, I made it. There's a lot of things to understand when we're using our chi to move, and the stance and the breathing as well. The explanation is very important.
Yeah. So I can't really do anything about your belief in whether you're going to break it or not. But you know the phrase, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't. Henry Ford's saying, you're right. Keep that phrase in your mind, so whenever it comes up to breaking the board, come up with a confidence that you're going to break it. And even if there's a little bit of self-doubt, put it away to the back of your mind. So come up and be confident about what you're going to do. The rest of it is all about technique. And the technique is going to be your breathing, it's going to be your stance, it's going to be your movement. My right hand is the hand that's going to come in contact with the board, and so I want my right leg out in front of me. If you're left-handed, do the opposite of me. So if we all get into the stance now, and you'll want a little bit of a bend in your knees because you're actually using your whole body in this. It's not about your arm muscles. It's not about just that there movement. It's about using your whole body. Line it up, go forward. Line it up, go forward. And so you'll notice that your hips are moving, your shoulders are moving, there's lots of movement, and your head is moving. Now what happens is we'll sit here and we'll do this as a practice, and what often happens then is when somebody does it right up at the board, they go 1, 2, 3. That's not what we were practicing. And you can put a bit of speed into it on the forward, because the speed's also going to add into the power of it. Your breath is energy. Your breath is energy, and when you're holding your breath, you're holding all of that energy.
For filament still?
So if I were to imagine like the flow of energy, it will be coming from the ground up from my hand, and if it's more comfortable for me this way, then that's okay, because this makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's a thick board.
No, we're not doing it right away, so we also need to make sure that I don't get hurt. I don't care about you, I want to make sure that I do not get hurt in the process of this, so we're still going to do a little bit of stuff here for the purpose of everybody else seeing what we're doing.
Okay.
So whenever I have the board up, now, as a board holder, I'm also in this stance, so a good strong stance. I want to be able to hold the board.
Thank you.
Phew! I want to be able to hold the board up to your shoulder height. So whenever if you put your hand out now, I'm going to move into a position so that's where it is. Because when you board break, it's not about hitting the board and breaking it. It's about your hand going through the board. Yeah?
So we're doing it?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's the first two, up as the practice.
Woo!
Cheers.
Yeah.
Now I feel burned.
That's a thick board.
Yeah, it's a big board. I'm not sure I can do that with my head. So first times it's a little bit scary. My hand is boiling hot right now. Like I did the thicker wood, the inch thick wood, so it was kind of challenging. Yeah! All right. I think maybe you should take it from here.
You don't want to use that on your head, no?
You think so?
Are you going to hit this with your head?
Yeah. Hey! That wasn't too bad.
Right now, next one.
that's it. We're going for a break for a couple of hours, and then we're gonna light the evening fire. And today we're going to be challenged. As you can see, we've already set up the different fires. We're gonna light them up at 6:30. And well, Steven said that there's a surprise for us.